What do you think of when you hear the words affordable housing? Is it a rundown house, the bad part of town? Do you think of mostly minorities? Or do you think that the people who live in affordable housing just need to work harder? This video helps explain why some of these perceptions are not true, why some are true, and how you can change your connotation of affordable housing. So why am I making this video? Why affordable housing? Why now? Growing up in an affluent town, I have thought a lot about their public housing and the fact that they just try to hide the public housing in an area not noticed by the public, just trying to achieve the quota. I wanted to call attention to something prevalent in American society and connect others to what life is like outside of their bubble. Especially during the COVID pandemic, low-income affordable housing has become one of the most critical issues. Because many have become unemployed, affordable housing offers flexibility when it comes to renting and how much is paid. Here are the facts. Fact number 1. Low income is anyone that makes 80% or less of the median income for the area. The median yearly income for Massachusetts is $77,378. Therefore, anyone that makes less than $61,900 a year is considered to be low income. That could be someone who makes $50,000 or someone who makes $12,000 a year. Fact number 2. Affordable housing is housing that is no more than 30% of someone's income. It may be private or public, but any type of housing in which someone pays less than 30% of their income is considered affordable. For example, someone who makes $50,000 a year would pay $1,250 a month, and someone who makes $12,000 a year would pay $300 a month in affordable housing. Fact number 3. According to Local Housing Solutions, to live comfortably, Americans must earn $30 an hour, working 40 hours a week for all 52 weeks of the year. $30 is more than 4 times the federal minimum wage. Fact number 4. There are 2 types of affordable housing: dedicated and market. Dedicated comes from public sources, i.e. is government funded. Market is all other affordable housing that is not government funded. Fact number 5. In dedicated housing, under project-based Section 8, 49% of residents are white, 33% are black, 13% are Hispanic, and 5% are other. Yet in all affordable housing, dedicated and market, 45% are black, 32% are white, 21% are Hispanic, and 2% are other. Out of these people who receive vouchers, 45% are black, 35% are white, 16% are Hispanic, and 3% are other. But why is all of this important? What are the benefits of affordable housing? Affordable housing has benefits for both individuals who live in them and the communities they are located in. For individual, affordable housing creates stability and increases spending power. Affordable housing creates a stable environment for children by reducing frequent family moves. Also, it reduces the risk that low-income families become homeless. As for increase in spending power, by not having to worry about paying rent, individuals and families can have more options on where they can put their money. For example, families can spend more on food and healthcare as flexibility is built into their budget. If that's not enough for you, here are some of the community benefits. Affordable housing increases revenue for local governments and increases hiring. According to the National Low Income Housing Coalition, by adding 100 affordable rental homes, towns can gain $11.7 million in personal income and $2.2 million in taxes for local governments. In terms of hiring, building and maintaining affordable housing takes a lot of people. As a result, new jobs are created. With a new workforce, local businesses provide the needed resources such as food and fuel. This increased demand is met by hiring more staff at local businesses. To hear personal testimonies, go to housingamericacampaign.org to listen to the experience of people who grew up in affordable housing. Tomorrow's story is one that shows the great benefit of affordable housing and is one I enjoyed listening to. Now let's talk about the problems. What are some of the current struggles with affordable housing and what can be done to fix them? Well, the issues circulate around availability and the cost of living. With availability, there are 2 points of issue: private housing and regulations. The affordable housing in private housing does not pander towards low-income households. With high costs of building and maintaining private housing, what people can pay is not enough to meet the cost. Because of this, low-income affordable housing is not built into the private housing market. With regulations, there are restrictions on where low-income affordable housing can be built and how many units can be built. With high demand and low supply, not enough affordable housing is available for those who need it. Then there are the issues when it comes to the cost of living. One is outside costs. In trying to lower housing costs, families may try to move away from job centers. The longer the commute, the lower the housing cost, but the higher the transportation cost. When adding both costs together, the monthly expenses increase as the commute time increases. Then there's the lack of government funds. With more people needing funding and the amount of government spending staying the same, many people do not receive housing services. Around 1 in 4 eligible households receives government housing assistance of any kind. As a result, those who may be working 2 to 3 minimum wage jobs still have to choose between different costs and budget where their money goes, sometimes having to sacrifice food in order to pay rent. I hope you learned a lot about the current issues surrounding affordable housing. I know that I learned much about how affordable housing is valuable to people who are cost-burdened in doing research for this video. As you saw, affordable housing is not just for the poor, and that's why it is essential. We need to fight for this valuable asset to provide security to many Americans. If you agree, here are some actions you can take to ensure affordable housing is available. 1. Educate yourself on the topic. In the description, there are links to multiple resources to help you inform yourself of the problems with affordable housing. This is one of the best actions you can take because being well informed helps to progress effective conversations about the issue. 2. Call your local or state politician. Putting policies into place that create availability and lower costs are the best way to provide low-income affordable housing. 3. Volunteer. Volunteering is one of the best ways to help lower the costs it takes to build affordable housing, making it easier to build more units. Go to Affordable Housing Alliance to find out more. 4. Donate. Donating is one of the best ways to help subsidize the funds needed to build and maintain affordable housing. Go to mercyhousing.org to see how you can help. What I have brought forward is just the basic information and issues with low-income affordable housing. Now it is up to you to make a difference.